Hey, I'm Jericho120. I might be teaching you the spread pass today using the Theory 11 Rebel deck. What the spread pass is you have a card in the middle of the deck and you square up the deck, and in that motion you've controlled it from the middle to the top, and I'm going to teach you how to do it. For learning the spread pass, this is how it looks, and from your perspective. You're going to square the cards up, and that's what happens. There's a lot going on underneath. It's using the Herman pass in a Hoffman pass type scenario to square the cards up. So let's break it down and learn how to do it a little better. So with this pass, because it is using a Herman type, Hoffman type pass, you want to be mindful first of all of your angles and using your right hand to somewhat cover the spectator's eyes and blocking them from seeing it. So if they're over here, just be considerate to somewhat turn your body and your arms and your hands to them. Your chest can still be facing them, but when comes time to do the move, you can even turn your hands as such when you go to square the cards up. And the way that it's going about is, again, it's very similar to the Hoffman pass. Yes, the Hoffman pass uses tapping on the table motion or on your knee, and the Hoffman pass also utilizes your index finger going underneath to help the cards, at least. That's how I do it. The spread pass uses more of using your fingers to get the cards in a straddle grip. So as you're going underneath and you feed the cards in your thumb right there, you're going to a straddle grip, pushing the cards together, and you're essentially almost in a way trying to get this corner, this top corner here, into this part of your hand around here, between here and here. So as you have the cards spread and you put them together, you go to a straddle grip and you're trying to get that there. And then all you have to do is square the cards up. You can use a jiggle type motion. You know, the excuse that you have to square up both the top of the deck and the bottom of the deck, which you do. And this is a tough one to pull off in slow motion. So it may look like I'm flopping and flubbing a little bit, but this is a hard move to break down in a way. So that's why I'm just trying my best. Play with the positioning of where you're holding the cards. Maybe you want to hold the cards further, more in the middle, right? So you still have room up here that's being, cut off from the top of your fingers. So when you go to square the cards up, the cards end up being in between your fingers. Or maybe you want to try to do it in your palm, have the cards be in your palm. That doesn't look like the best way to hold cards or a natural way to hold cards, but it does allow you to get this portion of the deck to square up with that fleshy part of your finger. So once you get to the straddle grip, you're just going to square the deck up. But again, a lot of it is in the angle of which you're doing it. So turning somewhat away from the spectator. You don't have to be completely 90 degrees to them like we learned in the Hoffman pass, where you basically turn off completely to the side, just enough to block them from seeing that move happen. And then just spread the cards up. And practice how it should look without even doing it, as if you were to just square the cards up like that, That's another way to go about doing a lot of these passes and a lot of sleight of hand moves in general. Like when you go to do the double lift, they say it should look like that, right? But that's why you practice doing it the normal way, so when you actually do it without doing it, it looks natural. And the same goes for this. So if you have a card in the middle and you're just going to spread it up, square it up, see how that would look and feel. So then when you actually go to do this move, you can try to make it look as similar and natural as you can, as if you weren't going to actually do the move. So with that being said, just keep practicing. Get that straddle grip underneath. Practice your hand positioning. You're going to square it up. These cards go to straddle grip. You're trying to get this corner up in this hand to allow you to square the cards up, just like that. And also when you're doing it, just be mindful to turn your body, or turn your hands. You can keep your body still, but if your hands go just into a position where your hand is blocking the spectator's eyes, just trying to block their eyes, then you're going to be able to pull this off a little easier. And with work, speed, time, focus, you will be having them fooled. But there, I didn't really turn my body. Now did I? I didn't really turn my hands. No, but if I go like that, it might look a little cleaner. That's the spread pass. Obviously, you're not going to be at eye level with your spectator doing this. So when you're practicing in the mirror or you're filming, make sure they're going to be above the deck. So when you're doing it, you're going to have the cards at your waist, performing the move at your waist, and the spectator looking at more of a bird's eye view versus exposed straight on perspective point of view, like we were just going over in the tutorial. I was doing it that way so you could learn, it. But now it's up to you to learn it and to film yourself doing it and film the different angles as if your camera is your spectator's eyes, so you can figure out what works and what doesn't, the speed of which you should do it at, the angles, your hand placement, all that good stuff wrapped into one. That's what being a magician's all about. It's putting in the work and the time to figure out what works and what doesn't. I'm Jarek120, teaching you powerful magic integrated with social dynamics. Subscribe to How to Disturb Reality. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jarek120. Facebook.com/DisturbReality. DisturbReality.com. Get the Disturb Reality t-shirt by emailing me personally at howtodisturbrreality@gmail.com. We are going to have a live Google chat on December 31st. Once this past series is over, to go over any questions that you guys may have, and so we can answer them live. So that's going to be December 31st, probably at like 2 p.m. California time, so 5 p.m. On the East Coast. So I'll keep you up to date with that. But leave a comment, like this video, let me know who you'd want to see in that live chat. Maybe you want David Blaine to come on and talk about the pass. I don't think I can get him, but I could probably get guys like Kaylin Morelli and Justin Floam and some other magicians that you guys may know in the internet world. Maybe some people who work at Illusionist or Theory 11. We shall see. Zach Mueller, maybe. It's just leave comments and tweet them and see if they want to come helping you guys out, learning how to get better at this sleight of hand move. Again, my name is Jarek120. Be inspired to learn, aspire to disturb. Come back tomorrow for another past tutorial, and always rise above. These hands are lifting it up. My thumb is over it. These fingers come to the corner. Prop that up. I'm going to add moves down the road that are going to make it invisible. But for now, let's just worry about the simple motion of